see you.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Your hair is shorter.
I just chopped it off about a week ago. Yeah,
Okay. How are
I'm.
you liking it?
I like it short. If it was my hair of old that before I used to have very thick curly hair, I liked it long. But I don't have that anymore, and I'm
You look
taking
you look
biotin,
younger.
and it's getting thicker.
It looks juvenile.
Oh, it does make me look a little younger, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does. You
Just
look
that
nice.
I'm taking this medicine, and the medicine, I've been taking it for a little over a year, and the new hairs have grown out to right about here. And so everything that was below it, which was about this much, was much thinner. So I had it all chopped off.
Yeah, so
So
getting everything renewed.
trying to get it to where at least
Nice.
it's got thicker again. But it's
Ah,
not thick, but you know. So what's been
uh-huh.
going on with
Well, doing so many things, but I think it would be nice and interesting for us to keep the intention for the conversation, which is to offer some gratitude for the good things that happen in 2025, whatever they are. I don't know. I think we all can find one or two good things at least in the
you?
midst of, right?
Right.
So we can catch up in that manner if that's okay with you. I can share some of the good things and I can offer some gratitude to the universe, and then we can share some of the intentions for next year.
Okay.
And of course, I mean, life is not perfect. We always go through
No.
challenges. So if we wanna also talk about the things that we're still working on as we close the year. But remember how in level 4 we did it was collaboration. No, it was spiritual. We did a little bit of a spiritual uh
Uh-huh.
conversations, right? Like, okay, what is your life's mission, and what do you want to do, and right, where are we going with life? So it's a little bit of that continuation of level 4, and then we also did the collaboration, right, and growth, and talking about possible projects together. So it's catching up in that manner, if that's okay with you, and I can go first.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so
Are you freezing or is it me?
it's me. I'm in the retreat center here in the mountains.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it has been raining. It's a little spotty, the internet. So we have to
Yeah, I
be
used to live in
patient.
Vail.
Yeah. Where are you
And
now? In what
I am
state?
in Virginia.
In Virginia.
Yes, I have moved. My son and his wife asked me to come and live with them, and I have their whole basement, which is a finished basement, and it's like
Nice.
my apartment. So um, that's been very good for me
Okay.
in
So
many
that's
ways.
That's
Yes.
something to be thankful for.
Oh,
To
very
yeah,
much. Yes. Yeah.
yes. Tell me, give
Yeah.
me more details about how that has been good for you.
Um, I'm no longer living with dealing with judgment from other people, from family members and
Yes.
things like that. I don't feel like I have to be careful about everything I say or do. I don't have to do that anymore. I have my own space. I have a bedroom, a living room, and a like kitchen area. And I, my son and his wife and their son are busy people, go do their thing, and I get together with them usually at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, and we all go out to have lunch or dinner or something. And I have a car available that if I choose to do that, I can. I haven't done that too many times because I don't know. I am so much better, but I have discovered many of my triggers, and it brings about the weakness and the being sick again. And one of the things that
Judy,
I always thought it was,
Judy, sorry, can we make a pause and celebrate that as a second? Right? Because knowing the triggers,
yes,
this is so important, right, Judy?
yes, it
I'm
is.
being so much
It's,
better. I'm being so much better. This is the third one.
yeah. And it's one of those things that I have finally understood. Oh, I have control over this. I can choose whether to let it upset me or choose whether to do this. And sometimes I can't, but that doesn't mean there's a problem. It just means there's still this that. So I I'm so much happier, so much better than I had been for probably the last 12, 15 years. So
Judy, this is a fourth one because it's not the same. Some people are health wise feeling better, but they don't feel happier. So you're getting both. You feel better
I
and you
know.
feel happier. So this is
Yeah.
such wonderful, wonderful news. Definitely to
Yeah.
celebrate.
It is. And I'm so free of other people's judgment. And I just didn't realize how much that weighed on me and how hard
Exactly.
that is for me. And so, yes, I'm very thankful for it. And I'm very thankful for, I remember saying probably a month ago to myself, sometimes it's just easier if I'm sick, let me be sick. But if I could be well, I want to get all the way well. And believe it or not, I went down for about 2 weeks. And I started just this last few days. Okay, I can now stand through a shower again. Okay, I take that back. I'll take this, even if it's not all the way well, for the amount of wellness that I have when that I can have. And you get frustrated, and I thought maybe it would be easier to deal with if I was just more sick, but it's not. It's so much easier to deal with if I'm better, at least a good deal of the time.
Yes,
So,
let me see if I'm understanding. So we have to be careful with our words and what we wish for. And it's always better to say, I want to be well, right? To
yeah,
wish ourselves the best health possible because words are powerful, right?
they
And
are.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So, Judy, what are you doing? We went through experiential education, 4 levels, and all this. What are you doing with the energy when you feel, let's say, sad, or when you feel frustrated, or when something triggers you and bothers you? Are you releasing? How are you cycling the energy?
Um, I am working on releasing it. I have gotten to where I can go out and take a walk, which is just at least that much exercising, getting out and feeling better about things. I have been doing a lot of like I'm doing this one thing of work with shadow and um, doing that sort of stuff. I still have a counselor. I cry when I need to. And most of the time, I just make myself talk to myself about what is better and what is the way I want. No, it's not all the way I wanted it to be. But you know what? I'm so much better than I was. So I will
Mhm.
take the way that my life is going. And I do that. I did struggle for a while because I couldn't figure out why I was going into a depression when everything's good. And my counselor and I talked about it, and we finally decided maybe I do actually have not just situational depression, but cyclical, where it comes and goes. And even just thinking that way has made it be that I haven't had any problem for like over a month. It's like,
Oh,
oh, now I get it. Now I understand what I'm doing and what I need to do to make that. It's not something happening to me. It's just me need to deal with me. And so,
exactly. It's like recognizing, it's like the moon and the tides and the cycles of the seasons. Sometimes we can feel sad, sometimes we can feel better, and we have some control over the way how we feel. Yeah, yeah. These are very important the wisdom pieces to keep in mind to continue practicing. Judy, when you talk to your counselor and you do the shadow work and all that, are you keeping in mind the connection, mind, body,
yes,
emotions,
yeah,
the automatic responses, right?
it all has to work together. If I don't have it
Okay.
working together, where my mind is thinking one way and I'm trying to act a different way, I can't do that. I have to, um, you have to keep it all together. And once I get it to where I have, and I know it's kind of crazy, but for me, I need to understand it before I could solve it. That
Of
is
course.
the way I am. My mom was going to have open heart surgery the first time. I'm there all by myself. I'm in my 30s and she's just nearly dead and they're going to do this. And I'm like, wait, no, no. I need to know exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it and why we're doing it and what's this going to. And the guy looks at me and goes, you want to know all that? I said, yes, because that's how I deal with it. That's how I know that what I can do and what I can't do. And if I can't solve it, but somebody else can, I can rely on what you're doing. But I need to know that. And it was
Yes.
one of those things that I realized about me is that I have to understand this.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's just the way I do things.
Yes,
So,
yes. So we are very cognitive, right? Very intellectual. We're the most intellectual being, an animal in the planet. So definitely, this is a very common experience, and you have a powerful mind. So what I'm trying to understand is by you knowing how everything works together, mind, body, emotions, automatic responses, then you can allow the emotions perhaps to flow more, then you can recognize the triggers more, and then you can negotiate. And so is that how things are tying together, the capacity to understand and the integration of it all. Now, Judy, I can see how. Oh, I think we froze a little bit. Let's
oh,
see if
did we?
okay,
No, you're
it came
good.
back. Okay, so I think I'm seeing also how you are connecting past, present, and future because you even realize how things played out in the past when you were in your 30s and your mom had a heart surgery and
Yeah.
you're making sense of who you are in the present moment by understanding a past dynamic. So maybe this could be a good way to talk about the next year, past, present, and future. Is there anything else that you want to celebrate for 2025 and where you are now before we go to the future?
Just mostly my living space and my my ability to, like, I woke up middle of the night last night, and the first thought in my head was, oh, I didn't kiss my husband goodnight. I haven't slept with him and been in the same house with him for over 2 years. I mean, we got divorced, after 48 years. And it used to be that would have been a very hard thing for me to have done. And what I did was, it's like 2:30 in the morning, and I thought, oh yeah, there goes that thought. And it's okay. Just let it go. It doesn't matter anymore. And
Yes.
so I'm better at letting things be, accepting the way things are, and accepting, even though for nearly 50 years everything was always my fault, and being able to say, no, it really wasn't. And what's my fault, I'm owning up to. What was my thing? Yes, I'm working on those things, but I'm good with who I am, and I don't have to prove it anymore to anybody else or be something that somebody else wants me to be. And that's a huge thing for me. It's huge. So,
Yes.
I've done that since moving here in April. I have been working on different things like that, and
Yes.
working through things. I mean, I just spent the Thanksgiving holiday. My son and his wife, we drove up to my other son's house, which is where my ex-husband is living. We all had Thanksgiving together. It's like, that's fine. I don't mind. He can be in the same room. It's not like I don't want it to be a hatred thing, just
Yeah.
let it
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And
Judy, how much courage? I want to celebrate that too, the courage, the determination, the capacity to handle that situation, because getting divorced after 40 something years of marriage is not easy, let's be honest.
no,
So
it's
your
not.
capacity, and I heard a little bit of emotions, like being there in your body as you were narrating the story. I think I heard a little bit of emotions in the
Yes.
voice, which
And
is
those are
is
there.
is of course it's expected. Like I was
Yeah,
imagining, I got divorced, I think 2 years ago, and
me
I
too.
can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. Right, like the emotions of being celebrating Thanksgiving together in this new life stage where you are,
Right.
right?
Well,
So you,
it is something that I have been able to, not that I haven't always let go of all the anger, but for the most part, if I have anger, I write about it, and I express what I'm feeling in my notebook. And if somebody else reads it, that's on them, you know, and then I let it go. And I I mean, healing comes a little at a time, but
yeah.
it was, I've been with this man since I was 15.
Wow, Judy, that's big. How is your body, Judy? The body, because we have been talking about the mind and the emotions have showed up. And you mentioned that you have had some symptoms in the body. So I wonder, how
Yeah.
is your body navigating all these, and what is the opinion of the body as to 2025? How has the body been over this year that is coming to an end, in terms of sensations and signals that the body is sending you, even now during the
Things have
conversation?
been somewhat worse um, in the last 3 months, but I've been putting myself through a lot of soul searching and a lot of dealing with my thoughts and my trauma. And, I'm not surprised that my body has had its ups and downs because of that. What I am hoping is that as I get farther along in that and in the releasing of that it will calm down. I'm not sure that it will ever go away completely. I mean, I've had it since 2015, and that's my third time of having this. So I'm not sure that I'll ever be back again. For one thing, I'm 68. I'm not 40 anymore, So it's gonna be different.
Yeah, but it seems that you were better before these 3 months. That because of the intense work that you have been doing, Judy,
Some of it is that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems that you were better before these 3 months, so you could go back, right? If you continue the communication with the body, if you continue the release of the energy and a few other processes in that mind-body connection as they continue to reconnect and happen, it seems that you could recover your previous ways of well-being. Why not? I mean, why not?
I'm trying. I'm hoping and praying
Exactly.
that is my goal.
Yes.
But we'll
Okay. So
see,
tell me
we'll
about
see
your
where it goes.
goals.
And I'm trying not to be depressed. Tell me what? My goal?
Tell, yes,
My
the
goal
goal
is
for
for next year
2026.
is
Uh-huh.
to get, my goal is to get strong enough and um, stable enough in my strength to be able to go in June with my son, daughter-in-law, and nephew to the Netherlands. We were going to go to the Netherlands
So
for
let's
2
see.
weeks.
So you want to get strong in the body, you want to go on vacation. Those are two goals, right? One is to
Yeah.
recover your
Yeah.
your health, and the other one is to take a wonderful trip to the Netherlands.
Yeah. That's something I haven't even considered that I could even think about doing. And my son asked me about 4 months ago if I wanted to go with them. So I said yes, but I'll
Judy,
have to see.
let's Judy, I'm an educator, I'm a teacher, and
Mhm.
I like to practice things. We have 6 minutes of the conversation left because when it's one person, I
Okay.
usually dedicate half an hour. Judy, let's focus on the future. Let's train the mind in the future that you want. Let's dedicate the next 6 minutes to the future. You can feel with emotions, you can feel with the body, right? Like we're going to be fully present, but let's discipline the mind to focus on the future you desire. Let's not go back to the past because the past is where the illness live. The future is where the dreams live. So let's try to practice that. So how do you feel in your body, in your emotions, and in your mind, even with the proposal of focusing for 5 minutes, only 5 minutes, Judy, purely in the future? How is that for you?
That's good. I have thoughts and ideas and desires of what I want to accomplish.
Tell me about them.
I'm
Tell me about them.
happy with that.
Tell me.
Um, I want to make some friends out here, and I am thinking about trying to somehow start or join like a group to play. Bunko is the name of the game. It's just a dice game that you can talk and you don't have to do, but you get to know people. And so I'm looking into that. I have a place I'm going to go on the 20th to meet with people at a senior center to see about meeting people. So yeah, I'm working on getting myself back out there because it didn't used to be hard for me. but it's been a long time, and I want it to be that I can do this.
Yes, let's not go back to the past. The mind went to the past for a moment and said, I didn't used to do something.